We might see some musical lanes trying to dodge that matchup, because that tri lane was pretty annoying.
Red. And it's up.
You're pretty reliant on Aramis getting good fissures, but he did 4 or 5 in a row last game. And then once Ench hits you with the slow, it's easy pickings.
That was
Without some kind of like a Baden or like heal / save. Does feel tough to fight into.
It was your own damn fault.
Game overlays here. We are ready for game 3. Remember, folks, we've got another series after this one. Been a bit of a long day, actually.
More Dota? Yeah, we almost got a third game in our first series of Alliance vs NIP. But now we've actually found it here. Viking versus Nigma. 2 stomps to start it out. Will we have a third stomp or a competitive match centered around Roshan fights and beautiful objective taking? Stay tuned to find out.
I'm thinking this one might be a little more even. Viking has a very similar vibe draft to the last game, and I think Nigma just have better tools. I doubt they'll get run over so quick.
I could see a stomp happening with the sustain of that Pugna again. I see diving with living armor from a Queen of Pain and an Emperor before the Earthshaker has blink for good counter initiation plays, and I could see things getting a little ugly because their actual stuns are like, they're pretty good if you can chain them into the blood right, but until there's a blink on the DK and a blink on the Earthshaker, they're not really like incredible.
This might be another good Atos game for Viper.
Most certainly.
Where are you going?
Viking on the way in. They actually sort of bait this, and now GH, he's going to get brought down. That's a bounty and a first blood. Mind control, no blink.
They will get 3 of the bounty runes, though, as compensation.
What would you rather have? First blood on your Viper or 3 bounty runes?
Probably first blood on my Viper, I think. Just one less bounty rune, that seems worth it. Because they're both... It's like 200 gold, because it's 40 each right away, and the first blood was 257, plus, you know... It's on one hero.
A 13 XP on Viper. Big head start in the mid.
Massive.
All right, Viper, Pugna. Excited to watch this matchup. I think should still be pretty good for Pugna, right? Maybe Viper handles it a little bit better, but still decrep. Quite effective.
I would say kind of a wash.
Not on my watch.
It's like, it is annoying because he's going to do stuff like that, like decrep you and everything, but you know that he's going to be building into corrosive skin too, and then you're trying to harass him with magic. It shouldn't be a threat at level 6 either.
Miguel's off to a great start here. Wave very much goes his way. What's going on in the jungle here? What? Why do we have DK Bloodseeker killing centaurs?
No one wants to show what lane they're in. We've seen this happen a couple times, because this is what I'm talking about when they want the matchup, right? They want the Bloodseeker versus the Ember. So no one wants to reveal what lane they're playing on, so they just do this. Both cores just jungle together.
So is this the extension of first to TP loses?
Yes.
And now it's just first to show loses?
Yeah. I've actually seen this a couple... It's sad enough that this doesn't surprise me anymore. That's how many times this has been happening.
All right, this is the first time I've seen it in a game that we've gassed. Who does this benefit more, or is it just a complete wash?
Well, you have to look at the supports. I would say it benefits Viking because an Earthshaker is setting it with free farm. Out of the 4 supports, that's the one I would want.
Yeah. So how long does this war of attrition go on for?
That's up to them to decide.
Wow.
Think about it like this. As Nigma, and what lane is Miracle going to look happy? Not really any of them, you know? And he got picked really early on. There's a Viper, a DK, and a Bloodseeker. He's going to have to contend with some impetuses too. If he's not even in lane versus the DK, so it's versus the Bloodseeker and that combo, so it's just gonna be sad.
Bail him with a scan. I feel real bad for the 3 people watching right now that haven't watched Dota in a couple years and are just like, what?
They're queuing up for the pub right now. Like, okay, so I'm jungle Ember and I need a Queen of Pain support in the jungle. Okay, cool.
What has happened to the game that I loved so much?
I don't think I've seen it go to 3 minutes before. This is a fresh one.
So mid lane is still Pugna favored. He's got the deny advantage and a few more last hits. Let's take a look at net worth real quick.
Dude, is this sheep bugging out for you?
They is what?
What happened to the ramble? You watching this thing in the base? That animation's a little crusty.
What? No.
In the fountain? Are you seeing this thing?
Oh.
He like runs funny.
It hops.
Yeah. Well, either way, up top, Aramis giving it to Kuro here with the totem.
So yeah, it's like Trent is out farming the Earthshaker right now.
Yeah.
So this lane is a little bit won for Nigma so far. Now Miracle will be the first to break the pact, and he heads to lane. Sorry, Kuro, you're level 4. I'm level 2. Let's roll swap here. Trading places.
Yeah. Now he's gonna try and stabilize.
So Shad heads up top. So it is going to work out for Viking. They'll get the matchup that they want with the Bloodseeker.
And a little annoying that this Fisher is still going to be here, too. Now, do they bring the Ench up will be the question. Like, does she TP or does she just want to stay bottom?
Now, Kuro asking himself why he banned that Shen instead of just picking it.
Radiant's courier has been
Gage.
killed.
The run down bottom. Think he'll be all right. Up top, a little battle.
Yeah, Miracle has the tools now, too, because he came at level 2 and then was very close to 3. So he at least has the 2 points on the Flame Guard. And remember, the Bloodseeker can't pop it because he's using pure damage. So it goes both ways. It doesn't protect Miracle, but he can still harass you back when you try and go for that kill. Whereas Toby down bottom now has a runaways. He's going to give up Zyori for the second kill of this game, it looks like.
Seen this a couple times. Zyori playing sacrificial. Mind control gets that kill. Checking back in on the mid. Weeha really stacking it up. 24-12 compared to the 16-6 Lightning. Okay, that's a nice kill. Would have TP'd out, but a fissure interrupts it, and that's a kill for Boom. So that'll level out the mid lane a bit.
The funny thing that happens here is the distribution, too. Whenever we see this, like, juggle farming like that from the 2 cores, because, like, Miracle's fine. He's top of the net worth in this game, but that's because it's, like, so spread out between the supports and the cores. Like, there's not this big gap, right? Oh, Aramis, the wrong side of the Fisher block there.
Miracle should be okay. I'll walk it off. Team mid, it's now even. Viper has caught up. What's really devastating there is that the Pugnet doesn't have a TP to get back in lane.
Yeah, he's walk of shame and back.
That's brutal.
They have the vines up top here if they want to go for the grasp, but there actually was no Fisher there. I guess after vines, we would have had enough stick charges for Fisher, so.
Silence on the Miracle, but as you said, Flame Guard stays on, trying to return on the Shad.
Pulls him into the vines.
Miracle lives. Aramis now on the run. Totem not so intimidating at level 1.
Oh, that's simultaneously the bottom lane. They get pick and in the mid lane. Whoa, the comeback from Weehaw.
Okay, well, folks, that was a little more action than I was ready for. So, mind control goes down, but Weehaw gets the solo kill, and now he has reclaimed mid.
Yeah, he got the positioning on him and just got him with the life drain. He hit him with the Nether Blast, and he just drained him for 7 seconds, full duration.
Yeah, we always talk about the corrosive skin of Miracle up top. Shad not going to dive it.
Middle tower is under attack.
Full duration's actually 10. Today I learned. I just assumed it was the same as the cooldown now.
Yeah, Pugna's really a cool counter pick to Viper in the mid. More damage being exchanged down bottom. It's now a 1k net worth lead for Nigma, so all of this creative laning worked out for the Dire, and partially just because the mid's going so well.
I'll take that.
And who's got the better late game here? I guess Nigma. I guess we should really think about mid game first.
Yeah, I don't even know. This game is
So
completely
weird.
focused on like 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And who's winning fights and who's like playing aggressively at that point. And that's going to be what comes from these lanes. Hero-wise, that could be either team. They share a lot of similarities. I would say that Nigma's a little scarier because of the tower pressure of Pugna is not as cooldown dependent as the tower pressure of the Dragon Knight. Like if you mess up with one DK ulti, you might fall a little bit further behind compared to the Pugna.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Double damage.
I would like to see that Atos, though, as you were saying, for Boom after he finishes the shreds. I think that would be a great way to try and counterplay that if Weehaw gets too close to the towers.
They could definitely use the lockdown. Great item on Viper. He does queue up the Dragonlance.
Nice queue to the BKB now.
Next, switches it up.
Not even sure what he wants. We had the BKB first. I think that was from Viking GG as well. Versus Unique, right? He bought like a 20-minute BKB.
But I remember, yeah, we were a little skeptical. Like, is BKB item first, like, really the item? But it just made him so survivable. It was that logic of, hey, if Viper just survives the fight, he's going to put out a lot of damage. I don't need damage.
Well, he had a Spectre, too, that was farming like crazy. Because he got his BKB after his Spectre finished Radiance. And they were like, oh, okay, they're just going to win every fight now.
That game was weirdly impressive with item timings. We had, like, 4 big items all get completed at the same time. Like 2 BKBs, a Radiance, Spirit Vessel or something. Up top, Shad in some trouble, perhaps, getting dove by this Ember Spirit. Silence does come through. TP from the Viper. Miracle is in on this. Remnant sidesteps, wants another one. Gonna have to walk away, though. Now that the Viper's here, that poison's gonna hurt.
Oh, look at that. He knew.
Ready and waiting.
Miracle got too greedy. Ooh, hit him with the tip, too. Some insult to his injury.
But
Miracle gets a bit too big for his britches.
That rotation does open up the mid, and Weehaw closes the space to get that tier 1 tower. Now, battle over the outposts. We'll see the trade as both sides invade, and I think likely it goes 1 for 1.
Mind Control is pinging Toby here, too. He's saying, hey, this guy's coming back. It's kind of weak. No DK for him.
GH is going to try to make a play top also.
Well, they're diving onto Toby with the tree.
Dive on Toby. He's coming back. A lot of damage. This Pugna. Dunk is there, but
I don't know if
much.
that hit anything.
Look at the recap. Did it do any damage?
It's under attack.
A little bit.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, DK's down. They didn't get the steal up top, so both sides get XP here at 10 minutes. Now Aramis gets repelled. Out of mana also.
Dire's middle tower is under
Weehaw
attack.
staying nice and active. Now pressure in the bottom lane. Already has that Aether Lens. That's very nice.
And they're still going to bring him back down bottom.
Right? Weehaw unrelenting. They've got a siege creep coming in.
I'm pretty sure they should be able to hold this off. I don't see any real concern. No big rotations. They're more focused on that bottom lane, it seems. They're flipping up there.
Radiant's bottom
And down it goes. No deny.
Hard against the Pugna.
Yeah.
Hey, Medallion on the cop.
Kind of hurts when you're holding 3 heroes under, though. For sure.
Oh, for sure. You don't see Medallion coddle too often. This is sort of cool.
Yeah, I mean, how good's Glimmer this game? I guess would be the other question, right?
I guess against Bloodseeker, it's always a little iffy, but still kind of like Glimmer, not gonna lie.
Nothing really screams Medallion, though. It's not like there's like super heavy physical damage. Is a nice kill down bottom from Weehaw.
And maybe even more. They're going to rotate in. Aramis and Solari find GH. Kuroki right nearby does have an overgrowth. Going deep. They'll let the Enchantress walk on. They really want this Shaker, and mixed signals from Nigma. 2 targets, and they split. End up not finding either.
Now, again, this feels a lot like game 1. A Pugna run draft. They have the sustain. They have the mana from the Coddle. They have the heals from Kuro. He's maxed the living armor. So just like fully dedicated to allowing his team to dive. And you have Miracle just dodging the Bloodseeker, cutting these waves up top. Abusing the early lack of control from the Radiant right now. At least the mobility is the big thing, right? They just, before Blink Daggers, yes, these guys do build Blinks, but they don't have them right now. And it is hard against Pain and Ember Spirit.
Solari brought down low, does get finished off. Pugna off to the side, trying to deal with this Viper. It's another spread fight. Now the Bloodseeker comes in. GH is going to go down, but the Viper's in big trouble. Weehaw sucking him dry as Miracle comes in. It's a 1 for 2. Good fight for Nigma, and maybe looking for more. But going on to Aramis. A pretty bold maneuver. Does have the dunk. Connects on 1, but they need a little bit more. Miracle's still alive, and now they're just going to turn Aramis down. Miracle lives. It's the fight Nigma we're hoping for.
Yeah, this is that big concern. If you were cheering for Viking, this is the worst time for all these fights, and they're not stopping.
Oh no, Weehaw going to be forced back thanks to the blood right. Toby moving on over, taunting his way out, and they are in full
We
retreat.
need Coddle. We need mana here. But he's not TPing, he's just running instead.
Kuro actually comes back in. They've got Miracle. They want Shad. They might be able to find this kill, but will they be punished for this? Nigma starting to go pretty deep. 2 fights. His Miracle slowed down. He's going to get killed. They got the DK again back on the other side, though.
I don't know why GH ran.
I feel like GH could have just TP'd to that outpost and tried to keep things going with the chakra.
Oh, now Kuro. TP. Fast fingers as Viper finds him. Yeah, you're right. It's another little misfire from Nigma where it didn't seem like a 5-man decision to recommit or run.
Oh, the stomp? Oh, no. Again,
Almost
these Fishers. Oh. Slightly the wrong side.
Still works out for Nigma, though. 3K net worth lead now. It is growing. Nearly 4,000, in fact.
MC lurking in the tree line while he's healed up here from Kuro.
It's nice to see Pugna getting some love, though. I think this hero's still a little underrated.
Oh, again down bottom.
Oh, they find mind control this time.
Yeah, came out and the rupture was there. If I'm Radiant, I'm thinking, I guess, just the BKB timing. That Atos, I still think might have been tempting, but he's committed now with the Dragonlance purchase. He needs a big item after. He can't go for like another one of these smaller
They did
ones.
smoke up for this again. Wrong side of the fissure. Weehaw turns, almost counter kills him. This might cost Weehaw his life, though. Does have a decrep. Not going to make it out. So the smoke ends up working out pretty well.
Toby's in deep.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not have made friends, though.
They're coming. Not going to pursue.
Tribute.
Big kill, though. Slows him down heavily by taking care of the Pugna. He's certainly the driving force of the Nigma lineup.
Yeah, if he had more backup, certainly a moment where Nigma could have turned, but a 1v5, pretty tough. Kuro, look at this spot right here. He's just chilling. That's where the moss is growing from, Trent.
Yeah, I tell you. This is what he's
just
known for.
lurking.
Oh, Necro now done
with the tree.
for MC. Weehaw TPing top. They want to fight.
Radiant are scanning.
Aramis does not want to be here. He's trying to just farm up his Blink Dagger in the mid. I don't think they want to commit too hard for this as Viking GG.
In the front line, it goes Miracle. Chains on 2. Viper Strike went somewhere, but in comes Ignis. And this is a big fight. The double lockdown as Kuro overgrowths. 2 cores dead, and they want more. Viper on the run. Viking GG getting punished really hard right here as Boom gets finished off. Only supports remain, and maybe not for long. Solari being chased down, burned by the Ember, and finished by a slight. 4-0. They'll also find a tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I don't know. Just got way too dedicated to that, I suppose. I'm not sure what the plan was there from Viking GG. Maybe they didn't think they'd bring that many numbers up top.
Radiant's
But like they actually can't initiate on Ember. So like Ember's sitting there farming the creep wave. Like what can you possibly do there? You don't have a blink. Your best hope's long range Fisher, but they saw that he's sitting mid and just farming. So they knew there was no counterplay there from Viking GG.
I was going to say, surely this DK blink that he doesn't have. DK is busted right now. He has 200 gold, 2 bracers treads. Doesn't even have an item queued up because he knows he's not going to be able to buy anything. Speak of the devil. Disarm, some follow-up from the Viper. They are going to have to back out reset. Weehaw taking some pretty big damage. Now the Rupture. Turns, looks to drain, gets some damage onto Toby, but stunned and killed. All right, another big kill as Vikings smoke up. They want more. They find Miracle. There's the fissure.
Way too slow.
Not the right remnant, and they're going to find 2. A double for Shad, so right back the other way. Viking strike.
That that lead is starting to pull away. They need kills like this. This Miracle's heading in towards that Desolator. And in combination with the medallion picked up earlier from GH, you know that they're going to be farming, or killing that Roche very fast, farming your heroes with low armor.
The key difference is they get
MC is just ganking Aramis under the tower with his Necros.
Oh, I think he's killed him. He drops the Sonic Wave. Dagger still ticking down. He's stuck in the trees, nowhere to go.
Oh, and he missed.
I think he's still dead. No, you need one more.
What? Oh, wait, why did you deny him? Was he gonna die?
I don't know. It's hard to say. He needed one more damage source, I think. I don't think the dot alone was enough to kill him. I don't know, though. That's...
Well, I thought there was like a turnaround echo. I thought they were going to go for it.
That was a really confident deny, and I would have been hesitating. I would have been pump faking that shit.
He didn't have enough mana for Echo and Fisher, so it would not have been worth him to leave.
Wouldn't have been a turnaround, but...
Yeah.
That was really close. I don't blame the DK.
Plus, you know, style points on denies, as always.
Tower is under attack.
Well, he might have lived from the dot, and then Quap just clips him with a...
Yeah.
Trying to do anyway.
Well, counter smoke here from Nigma. They want to retrieve something back from this Bloodseeker, and bad time to be on the wave, my friend.
They find Shad, and they blow him up. Yeah, you're going to need a BKB there, buddy.
Yeah, Kuro is lurking.
Found the Wild Wing.
Good. Golden, even. See, this guy could be a Dota hero. He's got 2,150 HP. He's probably got the most HP in this game.
And he knows how to dance.
What more could you ask for?
I think the person that designed that model probably had some fun with it. The way it runs is also ridiculous.
It sounds like it would make noises like Slaxian noises, you know?
Yes. I mean, it's basically Ogre Arcana's mount. Down bottom. Mind control out. EH walks on through and heads back to friendly territory. Blink Dagger
keep their outpost.
All right, big for the Radiant. 20 minutes. XP goes even.
Oh, Roche is now available with the Deso and the Medallion. Kind of Nigma's choice here. Maybe once they have the Overgrowth back, a little better at controlling that area.
I'll take that.
But again, very reminiscent of Game 1, where this entirety of Viking GG is just stuck here, playing in this area. Every once in a while, they venture out, fire some camps, try and push, but inevitably, it just comes back all Nigma.
This mid lane, brought down low. Now they're going to turn on to Weehop. Force Staff has some friends. Silence actually going to connect.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
All
attack.
5 of Viking GG mid. And again, Nigma with the split push. Mind control with a siege creep down bottom. Great use of the Necro Book, of course.
I'm kind of surprised Kuro went Hammer over the Blink. The Hammer is super nice for split pushing, but I don't know, I feel like the Blink just makes this game so easy with the setup for Queen, Ember, and the Caudle. I mean, he's basically just saying, obviously there's a gargantuan cast range for the Will-O-Wisp, so he's just going to let the Caudle initiate, but... and, you know, you can also use Hammer to farm your Blink a little bit faster, too. That doesn't hurt. As the cover some of the ward to make sure you can go back to the tree line.
The Hammer feels fitting. Smoke up down bottom. They've got Boom in their sights. He is completely alone. It's a pretty deep movement and should end up being a pretty easy kill. Pugna. Oh, wow. Solari saves him with the Glimmer. They let it go. Miracle wants it, and he'll finish him off as he dives to base. Able to make it out. Ignis comes down.
More.
Very deep indeed, but Toby not tanky enough. It's going to end up being a twofer. Maybe even 3. Solari does have that Glimmer. They are far in the base right now.
Is under attack.
Shad's coming. They're going to get the silence.
Miracle's
Too
in some
deep.
trouble.
God, that sounds so
Does
long.
not have a remnant.
Yeah, he's got decrep though. He's saved.
Yeah, Weehaw, the healer. But there's the dunk. Miracle still low. Is going to have another remnant back up though. Decrep again. He's good. Dude, the power of the Pugna.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Hit that tower, Kuro.
Every time I see a Pugna game like this, I just want to queue him up. There's the Hammer, burning down that tower. Shad now caught, brought down low. Decrep offensively. See you later. No buyback. This is rough for Viking. They are taking heavy losses here. They do get the kill on Miracle, and now maybe Nigma retreat. Guess they finally overcommitted.
Kuro's is going in to slow them down.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to turn. Weehaw draining down the DK. They get Aramis. Need to be a little cautious of this Viper. Nature's Grasp now.
Radiant's top tower.
Toby jumps back out. Stun onto Weehaw. A precarious target. Might just retreat at this point.
He already lost Miracle. He's done a lot of damage, but perhaps time to just start considering the Roche.
I guess they're going to keep slow sieging at this tower.
Oh, nice. Shoveled up the bounty rune there for a bottling of Weehaw. Very nice.
Pretty solid.
Not broken or anything.
Now an attempt out of the base.
Unfortunately, they used their smoke already.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was a long sequence, but obviously Nigma, the big benefactors. Huge jump to their lead.
Continues to grow.
Now Viking smoke.
Radiant's top tower.
KB on Viper. All right, this is a big timing.
They cannot have a lot of smokes left. The way they've just been chain smoking. The lungs are hurting.
I think that was it, man. That was the last one. You need a fresh pack.
Radiant are scanning.
Chad still so far from the BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm probably worried about a Roshan.
Look at the positioning from Nigma, though. I think they've sniffed this out pretty effectively.
Yeah, they're even sending in the Weehaw Pugna. They're taunting it, too.
It's like Kuro had a stopwatch there. It's like, all right, guys, we're going to back up. They're going to smoke out and try to hunt. We're going to play defensive. I'm going to wait for their smoke to expire.
Are they going to follow
We're
this?
going to smoke.
No, they've
All
been
right, that was an
panicking.
illusion.
No big spells.
Or the
Kuro's under a center.
Earthshaker's not with them.
They see Kuro.
Kuro. Board goes down. A lot of pings. Does have the overgrowth. Is he going to go down before he can get it off? There it is. Overgrowth trying to throw down the hammer. Dies first, but Solari goes down also. Ignis has come down. And Mind Control got a solo kill on Aramis in the back line as we're watching this.
Yeah, and he tried to use Echo, too.
Dad looking for the wraparound. He might have run a little too far ahead of his team. Now he's going to start taking a lot of damage. Pugna's stunned up, but a blinding light. Shad's just dead. That was a blunder.
Boom already BKB'd here, too. They might stick on him.
Mind Control's back. He's mech'd up the team. Necro Book on. They're getting pretty close to just jumping on to Boom. I don't care. TP out. He's good. Okay. Another victory for Nigma, though.
Should be Roche time now, though, I would think. I've said that several times. They haven't gone for it, so who knows. But with the Echo Slam used, Tree to tank, Medallion, and Desto, I'm surprised they haven't bothered. Haven't really felt the need, I suppose. They want to keep that chokehold of map control instead. And now, yeah, BKB for Weehaw. Wow. That is a scary Pugna. They just can't touch them.
The Bloodright and the Dragon Tail. I guess the Fissure as well. Those have been the three things stopping Weehaw from just getting 3 kills with this life drain. And now there is really no solution. Toby does survive, just barely. Takes the Glimmer Cape. He'll make it back. Jericho looking to finish it off. Won't find it. Instead, they get Kuro in the tree line. Oh, the D-Crep, not enough.
Oh, another kill on a Kuro. Getting rid of their forward skip at his first 2 deaths of the game back-to-back here. As they're trying to keep that control they've established, but feeding a little bit of gold back towards Viking GG. A ward will spot what GH is up to. They have this blink if they really want to go. But he's also under some vision here on the pillar.
Another ward's down. Shad comes in, drops the Rupture onto Pugna.
They want to go for this because he's got the BKB. They know it's not going to help.
Later, Weehaw doesn't get to use it.
Yeah,
Tip even.
would have been a waste with a Rupture.
Yeah, that's a good call. 5-bang continues here in the mid.
I don't think they can Roche, though. They don't do it fast enough. That would be such a good thing to take away from the Nigma this game.
Mind Control grabs a Courier.
Now a Dire Smoke here. playing around this pillar ward that helped out previously.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Again here, Vikings still grouped up in the mid, now starting to spread out a little bit. Get some targets. Shad over here, farming neutrals. A lot of pings. They feel pretty firmly in control right now.
Yeah, even with the trades going on, they're not losing their lead. The win chance at least came back up a little bit there. The net worth is staying the same, but they did feed quite a bit of experience back over. Went from a 7,500 lead to a 5K lead, XP-wise. So some additional spells and stats and whatnot for Viking GG.
And of course, a huge part of this lead is in the supports. The cores are relatively even.
That's true.
Coddle's at 8.8K. EK is only at 6.7. And Kuro well ahead of both support. Going for a Veil next item on Kuro.
It's just so ridiculously similar to Game 1, where they're in this situation where they feel like they need BKBs, but if they buy BKBs, the mobility is still there from Nigma, where if they pop their BKBs, Nigma just won't commit. They'll just leave the fight, because you don't have enough control to keep them locked in. So your only hope is this gargantuan Echo Slam into Bloodright and big stuns trying to catch these heroes without their BKBs. Like
Thankfully
MC or
enough,
someone.
Iha wants the Aghanims. We were talking about this before. Feels a little weaker than it used to, but still increases the damage, and having 0 cooldown is benefit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I haven't clicked on the Ember in a while. KB
Radiant
very
are
close.
scanning.
Yeah, kind of another window of possibilities just closing for Viking GG.
Up top now. Jag get initiated on. Ignis comes down. That should lock him in place long enough for Weehaw to find a kill.
Your hands.
Life Drain does it again.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Oh, at least they got the outpost.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, no man's land, no blink for 10. He's going to try to go for it here. It's going to be close and not going to happen. Bounty claim. Meanwhile, down bottom, Miracle is just Mind Control has continued to be a nuisance.
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling down here.
Gives constant pressure on that tower, and the tier 3 is getting pretty low.
Not rushing into anything here. The side of Nigma.
No.
Slow and steady. Kuro has had this Veil queued up for a long time, and I'm wondering if he's just going to buy Blink. He doesn't bother buying the components. Might just be thinking that the Blink will be a little bit better for helping to close and go high
Radiant's
ground.
courier has been killed.
Otherwise, it can be a little hard to make full use of the tree, but he fully commits. He just buys it straight up. So there you go.
Okay. You like the Blink, though. Might be queued up next.
With Pugna Aghanims, though, that Veil's going to be kind of nice. He's kind of negating the corrosive, right?
Sure. Still 2 tier 2s remaining for Viking.
Oh, Aramis, that's a freebie. They got to take this kill. She's under a ward.
Oh, remember, has the Greaves, though.
Can't even get it.
Lotus comes out. Now they're going to turn. Aramis is definitely going to fall. Viper Strike on the Miracle. He'll be just fine.
They never dewarded that pillar, too.
This is where Kuro's, I wish I had that Blink now, but he might still close the gap. BKB comes out. Overgrowth connects on 2. Buyback from the Shaker. Now Nigma just retreat. Overcommit into the BKB Viper, and happy just to do that economic damage. Now 14K will be their favorite.
Double damage empowers.
And Nigma just, again, I like the fact that, because to me, it's just like, oh, it's like, the Roche is so easy. You have all this stuff. But then when you think about the only way Viking can get back in this game is some big 5-man wipe, and the best thing to create that is the Roche pit. So as easy as it has looked at certain times for them, they haven't had like this complete pure, 3 or 4 heroes are dead, let's Roche for free guarantee. And that's why that buyback from Aramis is there too. Because now, again, they can't just go in the Roche pit. They don't want to give up this big lead that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. But it also speaks to Nigma's ability to play some disciplined Dota. So you know what? We've been pushing this bottom lane in. We are controlling more of the map. We're getting better exchanges in these trades. We don't have to 5-man and rush to end this. We can keep playing the war of attrition, further our lead, and eventually high ground will be no issue.
I'll tell you, they're thoroughly enjoying that. This BKB is still just at 9 seconds for Weehaw. Has not seen a lot of use. Miracles is still at 10 seconds. They're not rushing into anything. Well, double scans up here. Everyone a little worried about the Roche pit. They both scan around it.
Mind Control is working on a BKB of his own. I think he's got it flying out right now. That's another 10-seconder. Smoking. Nigma.
Run, Toby, run! Don't become a disaster!
Oh, blink into the tree line. Toby. Fantastic escape.
Yeah,
Kuro drops the overgrowth. It was a good try.
Their smoke just popped on Miracle.
Had the right idea. But Tober, one step ahead. He's a thinker, that Toby.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Observer. This is a great observer, by the way. Up top here by GH. Next to, whenever you're playing against Train Protector, this observer is really good. Because it scouts when he's going over to this side of the tree line. Because he always does it across this bridge. And you can't get there into this without the blink.
All right, Roshan, here we go. This is just Roche 1 at 35 minutes. I almost robotically said Aegis cheese, but alas, it is just an Aegis. Viking starting to move into the vicinity, but Roche just falls a little too quickly. Dad not going to get there in time. Bloodright comes out too late. Aegis in the hands of Miracle.
Okay, creep though. It lived. Kill that sentry creep. You can do it.
Oh, the
yes!
bell.
Ah! Worthy trip.
What a
hill
victory.
troll for the win. Oh, Toby. Oh, Toby. Well, he's going to be surrounded. Queen of Pain gives him the little brush before he falls.
You know, he should really have more of the Toby voice lines and spam them. He's only at 222 though, so he doesn't have enough of them.
Toby's dedication to confusing the world that he's actually Toby is just not there.
No, he's not trying hard enough.
Toby, I'm calling you out. I want you to step up this meme.
Yeah, if he could like TP out and then use that. How close was that? I mean, come on. That'd be so good.
That is what these voice lines are made for, Toby.
Just you, Mr. Toby of Viking GG.
Toby.
So, Nigma, how's it going? You want to go high ground, maybe?
They're certainly about it.
You? Top tower
They've got 2 siege creeps mid, so this is the golden opportunity, Trent.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Too risky.
Shad now has the BKB. How many times have I called him Chad? I think at least a couple.
Have you?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't think I hear it. Toby again, mid lane. Need that BKB, Tober. You might not get it, though. Damn. Feels like a pinball.
I need a good pinball game in my life. I think I would really enjoy a pinball machine in my house.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to start looking on Kijiji later. Get a secondhand pinball machine.
Do me a solid and record the conversation with the wifey about making a spend on that one.
Wow. Dude, I have kids. Oh, yeah, kids will love it. Never allowed to touch it.
Genius. No, we'll educate them through pinball.
Ta-da. Look, the mechanics. We can put it together. We can build it. She's an engineer. That'll get her.
Ah, all right. Now you're thinking, dude.
Pulling at the heartstrings.
Life is just
little Clifford to be an engineer.
Life is just one big negotiation, dude.
It's a big game. Much like this one, with 19,000 gold lead for Nigma. This is such a draining game to play when you're on the Radiant.
Yep.
This glimmer of hope, it's there, it's loftily in the clouds.
4%.
Aramis, everyone's awkwardly looking to you to win this game.
This is modern day Dota. High ground is so risky relative to playing like
look at
this
that
where you
blink in
start
from
the
MC.
map.
That was a moment right there.
This is the Gen Z of Dota, dude, and us boomers are struggling.
I'm good. I can watch this all day. I just, might not talk about it the whole time.
I might take a couple power naps in between creeps, but I mean, it does build for climactic finishes and potentially like big turnarounds. But
we get fun items. This was why neutral items were added, so we can gamble a little at 37 minutes.
I had an interesting suggestion in my Discord yesterday. I was asking about neutral items, and someone said, I want just tiers 1 through 3 removed. So that way when tier 4 comes out, it'll be ultra hype. And at first I laughed, and I thought, actually, that would make neutral items actually have a purpose. And it does sort of feel like the tier 4 plus items are like when shit really changes,
I kind of just wish they were tokens if we're going to keep this system. I at least let the players pick it.
All right.
I guess some are just too good, though, is the problem.
That is part of the problem. The Shad up top, sort of an awkward engagement. It supports on core. The Ignis locking him down, but now he DKBs. Curl silence, but gets off the overgrowth. Whoa, that was a pretty nice dodge there, Manta style. Now the dunk comes in, connects on 2. They need these kills, though. They got to clean it up. Weeha's down, mind control.
They got to get someone else.
Back. Oh, they're going to lose Shad, and now Miracle's just cleaning house. Totally trying to stand his ground. Actually gets the stun. That's the Aegis now. Viper has the damage.
I don't think they have anything left, though. They don't even have a stun ready.
Uh-oh. On the run now. That's the Dragon Shout. Miracle locked down. They reflect back the Viper Strike. Down comes the hammer, but Miracle's dead. They're actually starting to turn something around here, Trent. Viking GG.
All of that because Kuro stayed. He didn't TP out versus the Bloodseeker. He just held his ground, right? And was waiting for the decrep to come through from Weeha. I'm shocked. I can't believe they got him after the Aegis, even though when he respawned, there was no Dragon Tail. There was still 2 seconds left on it. But they caught the blink after with them.
Yeah. Had the catch. A little bit of reach.
Unfortunately, it's only,
it doubles their chance to win. They went from 4% to 9%.
What I do?
The problem is there's no comeback factor anymore. So this 19,000 gold lead doesn't factor in at all. It's just a pure net worth versus net worth thing. It's just the net worth of the hero, rather. So
they don't have like a Spectre-esque. Okay, guys, I can see it. We just need Spectre to get to X status. I don't know what the game plan is here beyond finding some pickoffs like that. If they get next Roche.
I like this Scotty idea from Boom. That's pretty smart versus the Pugna. The only downside, how long does the debuff last? 3 seconds? Because, they're going to get decrept anyway. Yeah, it is for 3 seconds. All right, so that's still pretty good. So as long as you tag them once, there's going to be 3 seconds of decrep where you're at least reducing the heal. But the problem is you're still not stacking out more damage. And it's only a 35% reduction, and with the Aghanim Scepter, it's a lot of heals that Weeha's giving.
Smart choice here. Refresher is coming for GH. Still has some farming to do for that recipe, but he's actually pretty farmed on this comp. Still ahead of the DK. All right, there's a decrep.
Oh, man. That level 20 talent. The 158 is a humongous Will-O-Wisp.
They still get Artemis.
That's worth. It's always worth to dump an ulti for the Earthshaker kill. He's like the most important hero on Viking GG right now.
At this stage, definitely.
He's the only way they can make comebacks.
That's a nice blinding light to push him back. Weeha almost walked into the silence. A good sidestep. Ember Spirit now jumps forward. Chains on 2. No Guardians on Solari yet, but Toby jumps back in. Buyback comes from the Shake.
Oh, they've almost got Weeha.
Weeha kill, and they've got it. Jad has the damage. Now pushing out for more. Shad going big. Miracle. BK fires. Stunned. Does not get hit by the Blood Right, I don't think, but he's still stunned up long.
No, he is.
He is. Can find his kill.
Go.
Oh.
Do we have a game?
Okay.
They actually got more kills. Again, another.
I think so.
Another buyback here, having to be expended by the Earthshaker, but still. Now, mind you, this is where you get kind of excited, and then Aramis dies, and you realize that with no buyback, they're in trouble.
Yeah. Still though, like a 20k lead, finding 2 core kills like that.
And as Kuro likes to say, your lead means nothing if you can't go high ground.
Toby.
It was either Confucius or Kuro. I can't remember. Both very wise.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sounds like Confucius.
Dire's
Sun
middle
Tzu,
tower
perhaps?
has
Sounds
fallen.
like something you'd say, too.
Missile Blade for Shad. And Viper, he's got that Scotty now.
Bring the GH, another heal. Oh,
He just goes cruising on into it.
the flicker sent him right back into the... That was the worst possible flicker angle.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I guess the only way it would have been worse is to put him in the trees there with the creep.
I mean, I guess.
That was pretty bad. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what just pulled him? I was like, oh, yeah.
Old Flicker.
That item never
Flicker
feels
just happens
good.
so fast. It always catches you off guard. I guess that the item is designed to be like that. Flicker is the appropriate namesake.
And it's kind of cool, though, with Lotus Orb as well. He can, like, flicker off the blood rate if they're, like, him and a friend are in it, and then he can Lotus someone else. It's also 40 movement speed on Coddle's kind of ridiculous. I can understand why he was just running around the map like that and a little bit blind.
Are scanning.
He almost looked hasted for a second. What is he at, 485?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's fast, all right. Plus a force staff and a blink.
Well, unfortunately for Vikin GG, they won't get as lucky as NIP was earlier in terms of the Roche timings. This would have been a
30
moment where they could have had something, but everyone will be back up on the side of Nigma. And most importantly, there's still 5.5 minutes of no buyback for Earthshaker. So Aramis' life of the utmost importance. He's trying to buy a BKB.
Pings.
They're just blobbing
Radiant's
around,
bottom barracks are
trying
under
to
attack.
jump on another hero.
Oh. Tobes in the front line, but again, mind control. Look at this, dude. That tower has fallen, and now he's just chipping at those ranged barracks. What a nuisance.
Yeah, and without Bloodseeker there, everyone else is going to run on back. But Toby needs a breather here. Sec. Some lag.
Stretch it out, Trent. Hydration.
Oh, dude, I need to stretch it out. Hold on.
Stretch those hammies, buddy. Get those, that forearm stretched out. Move those fingers.
I'm even going to pull my mic stand up. I'm standing up right now. I need the standing desk, guys. I got to elevate. This casting life from home is going to be a thing. I need the standing.
What you really need is a Herman Miller, buddy.
Well, I got a big cushion on this chair at this point, and I'm feeling pretty good. Not going to lie.
I do have an extra butt cushion on mine.
I'm quite comfortable thanks to the
Jim.
cushion.
My butt cushion was actually a product recommendation from Merlini. $25 a memory phone off Amazon.
Really?
Oh my.
Wow. You should feel
When he
blessed.
told me about it, he said his sales pitch was, Andrew, I don't recommend people buy things very. So when I do, you should probably listen.
Oh yeah, I definitely know people like that. And people
That
who
was
I will
exactly
trust
how he
every
said it.
time.
I thought we were fucking around, and it got real serious real quick. Andrew, I don't say this lightly. All right, Ben. Your butt pad.
Guys, are we getting our hopes up here? I mean, this Viper is a monster.
I can't
Top of the
tell.
net worth.
I can't decide if this is a tease or not. It's still a pretty
It feels a
massive
little
tease.
teasy because I just worry Aramis is gonna die and that's gonna be it. You know?
Yeah, they need to last another 5 minutes.
Oh, Zyori has returned, reconnected. Time to put my mic back down. I think I gotta get back in the seat here.
There's certainly some bettors that are excited here. Underdog story.
The go. All right, let me see. What's a Viper sent me? A Viper does absolutely shred whenever they get a hold on one of these heroes.
Dire's top tower.
Problem is doing that.
Scales surprisingly well. He's also level 25, so don't forget the Nether Toxin silences now. That's also big.
Oh yeah, what are our BKBs at though? Still pretty high, right? 8 seconds, 9 seconds for the queen.
It's just scary against like Ember, Queen of Pain. Those are heroes that can all of a sudden, uh-oh, I'm silenced. It's like Viper's last big power spike.
It's so much worse than it used to be though, because it's on an 8-second cooldown now.
I know. It's more just you haven't had an AoE silence all game, and all of a sudden your team just has another utility tool.
It is a crazy impactful spell for how like not noticeable it is too when it happens, right? Like when you get broken by Shadow Demon, like, oh, I'm broken. I am, you know, you just walk over a Nether Toxin and get silenced. You're just like, what is happening? Why is my hero not clicking spells? I definitely like the Aeon Disc purchase from Weehaw. With how into the one and done they are. Oh, they're going to find him.
Aramis sets it up. They've got all the follow-up. The chain stuns. Quap down. Can't even use the BKB.
This 5-man blob is too strong.
The flying
They're
V,
slowly
Trent.
chipping away this lead.
The flying V has returned. They have just been a 5-man pack for like the last 6 minutes or so. And it's honestly working. They're putting a big dent in this net worth lead.
I can't believe it.
Now Toby jumps in. They're in onto Weehaw. It's a good Ignis. BKB from Toby.
Viper's just going for the Will-O-Wisp, though. Was not able to focus for it. It didn't matter, though, because they popped the Aeon Disc either way, so it's not like Boom could have helped finish the...
Mind Control fought back, dude. That was a big win for Viking.
Yeah.
I don't think they really wanted to fight after seeing that buyback.
Still means they can't go Roche, though, as they send in the Necros just to ensure. All right, epic battle in the pit here. Satyr, not doing so hot.
Oh.
Can he at least take him with you? Ah!
The last word. Okay, smoke now. Arcane Rune on Miracle.
Now,
though,
they're playing as if they're smoking up here. That's what Nigma is predicting, I think. Because they're hoping that they're just not going to be here while they just take their buildings.
Bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks.
Base and backdoor protection is broken somehow. I don't know which creep wave it is. It must be mid.
There was one mid.
Toby comes in though. They get the stun onto Miracle. Hex back out onto the Viper. They will disengage. Nether Ward goes down and melee barracks stay standing. Nigma not getting a huge amount out of that.
Bottom tower is under
Ranged
attack.
barracks, a little something. Small consolation prize though.
They did just burn a lot of TPs, though. So if they can do that again, get them right back in that same awkward position.
Yeah.
They need someone pushing up bottom further, though, because these waves are going to meet, like, down here.
Viking have weathered the storm, though, in terms of this Earthshaker buyback. It's only 2 minutes left. So
In we go.
Window.
And speaking of buybacks, remember, we still have MC as well. So there is at least one going on the other direction here.
Only 4 buybacks available right now. Enchantress, Dragon Knight, Ember, and Viper.
Dire's courier
Yeah, mostly Radiant favorite as the Courier just flies into its death. Roche falling quick. Blood right to
Radiant
cover.
favored.
GH doesn't have the Will-O-Wisp for 15 seconds, but they're going to bail. They're trying to bait
Both
the
sides
Illusionist
timid right
Cave.
now. It's working. Viking do back out. A Basher picked up by the Ember.
They're trying real hard with this Bloodseeker bait.
BKB gets popped. Mind Control jumps in. Toby on the outside. Another split fight. Roche stays standing. Toby and Weehaw going at it. But meanwhile, the Ember Spirit trying
Weehaw's
to jump
back.
in. Misses the catch there. Weehaw in big trouble. He's going to go down. He's dead first. Now back to
Boom.
the other side. The BKB on Miracle. They've gotten Boom. But the dunk. Miracle in big trouble now.
They got
The community. It's a double for Toby. Meanwhile, in the pit, though, Mind Control just wants Roche. He's trying to finish off the big boy, and he gets it. He gets the Aegis, and they make it out.
Oh, Miracle had no TP, so even with the buyback, there were no remnants or TPs for him to get to. But still, yeah, Mind Control somehow saving that fight.
So it's an overall gold loss for Nigma with the buybacks. Viper and Miracle have to use them.
Now, upside, you know, it was the buyback hero of the Queen of Pain that got the Aegis. Downside, your Ember doesn't have it. And you saw Miracle was critting for like 1,000 on that Viper with the help of the orb.
Oh, Toby jumps right in. They also get the catch on the Viper. These are potentially big kills here. Dive back.
He got cheese.
Miracle cheeses up, but still he's slowed into oblivion. No way to get out, and that's 2 minutes. Out. Miracle. Viking might have broken this one wide open. Less than a 10K net worth lead now.
Can I believe now? Is it time? Are we permitted?
Ask Dota Plus. It says 38% for the Radiant. They are bringing it back.
The mountainous climb here. Mind Control keeping that pressure on the bottom lane. Has the Aegis, so maybe feels a little confident here. Has a pretty creep wave too with no one else here.
Radiant's
This should be the
bottom
melee
barracks are under attack.
racks with no TPs, but they have Glyph too, so.
I think if you're Viking, you let that go, right? You just stay true. Now they've got
Don't be a boomer. Keep pushing.
They're killing Kuro off to the side. Armis and Toby have found him.
They're going for the win,
Unlocked.
or at least the trade of full lane here.
Radiant's
MC's not heading back though. He's tanking the mid tower. He has an Aegis and a BKB. Now he's getting a little worried.
Buyback from Kuro though, and now Viking will head home. Force another buyback, more economic damage. Zyori, sorry. Okay, he's gonna make it out. No interrupts.
Okay, now. A minute till the Ember returns. They can't end the game in that time frame. They haven't even taken the racks. No. Everything's fine. The big thing for Nigma is no one else can get picked off during this frame, right? Because if you're Viking GG, you want to go for a pick off right now. That's why Toby's running around like a madman right now. Because he's like, they don't have their full damage force. I want to pick someone off.
Yep. He's afraid that they might have vision or that somebody's going to come out to ward. Smoke does expire. Oh, he's not smoked. He's got ninja gear.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fantastic. A little slow on the uptake there, but what a great item for the state of this game for Viking.
There's not too much vision right now, to be honest, from Nigma, so it's not even that broken. Or at least it won't, they're not going to get baited into something really bad on like an MC pickoff or something. And Toby does have that Aghanim's as well, complete. Bit of a weird build up on the hero, having to go for that BKB on the earlier end and then the Lotus, but now back into the Ags. So kind of a tanky item, but also still upping his damage.
Game has gotten ridiculous, Trent. I'm gonna hit the old F5 and just give us that full item overview. Refresher out on GH now, so still some big items. Also a Satanic on the Viper, Basher on the Bloodseeker. That's now the Abyssal out on the Bloodseeker.
I can't believe how many times they've managed to kill the Pugna. I'm sure it's probably Styleri, and I'm just missing it in terms of the enchant, because it's so hard to deal with this Decrep when he has the Spell Prism, right? Like, what is it right now? It's 4.8 second cooldown, and it lasts 5. I mean, he's infinite Decrep.
He really does. That's nuts. Good thing they have the Enchantress. You're not wrong. All right, Nigma grouped up in enemy territory. Smoke expires. All 5 of Viking in the base. 53 minutes.
Radiant are scanning.
Viper thinking about a moon shard.
Well, Nigma seemed to have been pretty correct in terms of never pushing the high ground like that. Well, maybe there was a window that could have been missed, but Viking GG obviously stronger in this matchup than the net worth was showing with that gargantuan lead. That's not gargantuan with 80 times. I'm sorry, guys. It just keeps happening. I can't control it. Viking so gargantuanly garbage. All right. Well, there's smoking out though. High ground. This is a refresher Will-O-Wisp. Don't forget. But Miracle is not here. There's a remnant there, I think.
Oh, Kuro drops the ult, tries to get out. Toby jumps in, but Ignis has come down. Kind of an awkward fight, but Aramis is the first target as Mind Control pops the BKB. A lot of little 1v1 skirmishes. Toby going to be safe. It's Miracle again that's on the run. All these slows. And now back to the other side. It's Weehaw that's getting chased down. Buyback from Aramis. And after all that, it's only a 1-for-1.
And it's only one of the Willows used. Weehaw still holding his buyback as they try and chase more with the free pathing on the Dragon Knight.
That fight was ridiculous.
It's a whole lot of damage being chucked around for no kills. Like, well, just for a 1-for-1 rather.
Well, it's a lot of 5v5s. It's sort of both teams will try to focus on one person. There's concentrated fire. These fights have been, everyone's just hitting the person closest to them. You see PK duking it out with somebody in the back line. Pugna trying to run away. MC's in the back killing the Earthshaker. When you look down bottom, MC again solo up against Styleri, forces a TP home. Just been living in this bottom lane. Now TP's out, playing it very safe. Also has a Shiva's Guard.
Yeah, he has to blink Scythe like that just to try and put pressure on the wave. He's too scared of getting caught.
All right, 55 minutes. We're getting pretty close to tier 5 territory, Trenty.
Oh, it's been a hot minute, as they say, since we've witnessed one of those.
Trent, man.
What do
Don't
we need?
forget, boys and girls, there's another series after this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, we need a Book of the Dead because Necros are just the hot shit right now. So that's required. We need a Fallen Sky because Crow already has a Meteor Hammer. I mean, that's too good not to get.
Yep. Not the best Apex game.
I mean, it's still a pretty good item though.
I always have trouble remembering all the tier 5 items.
Oh, I know, 'cause we never see them
so infrequently.
How busted is Mirror Shield this game? Pretty good. There's a lot of stuff you can bounce.
Yeah, I'd be happy with a Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield, all right.
I love Seer Stone. 350 cast range. Like, come on.
What's the name of the item refresher one?
Machina, Ex Machina, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Ex Machina. Yeah, that one's weird. I always forget that it's just items.
Yeah, it's interesting how it's like so good on some heroes and so kind of meh on others. For a lot of heroes, it's just like a BKB thing. But then, like even like Bloodseeker with the Abyssal and the Manta, like that's kind of sick. This game.
Double Abyssal. Yeah, that's something. Double Mjolnir charge, static charge.
I kind of wondered at what point Miracle might hop off this for the Rapier, but he's going to finish out the Abyssal. It feels like it's been a long time coming for him, considering how far ahead he was.
Still has another slot. Dump that drum. You're actually getting into that Rapier territory.
There's the self-smoke on Toby. He runs into Miracle. As the gem, he's flying up there looking for a ward. And they're going to let him go. Mid lane, MC. Aramis is here.
Oh. Stun. Follow up. Silence is there. MC is he just going to get comboed again.
He did. He was hesitating. He's like, I really want to save my Echo. And there was the Abyssal anyway.
Full to 0 though. They do it again. Almost back to 0, buddy.
Another longer Roche here. We'll be back after the respawn of MC. So if they don't pressure the high ground, there'll still be another moment here for Nigma to contest. As Miracle is up top here with full BKB, and he's back in the fountain already.
Black Drake.
Man, how expensive is buyback right now for Miracle? He is holding so much. He's only got a 920 surplus, so he just got enough for the
2,400 gold to buy back on the Emperor.
Everyone needs a little bit a breather here as we hit 58 minutes. Luckily, I ran out of coffee before this game, so I'm fine.
I've been doing shots of Monster in every pause. It's awesome. Jiggling, Trent.
Safely, though. Of course.
Yes.
I tell you, Viking GG have unleashed the beast. I think they got a delivery mid-match. That's the only explanation. One of them was like, guys, what do we do? How can we possibly find this victory? And
I mean, what other way to get amped up for a game than L-carnitine, and B vitamins?
I didn't know what you were going for there. The ingredients. Excellent. I mean, if there was a hero that embodied Monster, and it's probably Viper. I feel like the Talons could kind of make that symbol. It's green.
Definitely. Shout out to all the Viper players out there.
All 10 of you.
MonsterEnergy.com.
Is that official?
That's what it says on the can.
Oh, all right, good. I wouldn't want to be sending people astray here. Not Monster.com. That's, I think that's Jobs.
Yeah, that's
of course, that wouldn't hurt either. Then you could buy more Monster.
Yeah, you got to throw the energy in there. Tear into the can of the meanest energy drink on the planet.
Well, we have finally done it. We've collapsed down. Look at this. 1K lead, and we're at 59 or 49 to 51. It's not giving up yet. Delta Plus is like, I still think the Dire's gonna win by 1%.
I wish we could talk to the robot sometime.
I don't want it to
justify.
Speak. Don't let it talk.
I wish we could talk to it with voice commands, Star Trek style. Computer.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Find Kuro. Toby's looking.
With that gem. Ooh. Living.
It's the most frustrating thing about playing against trees. Like, you know where he is and you have detection, but you still can't find him.
Yeah, and it's not like you're going to counterpick for tree clearing heroes.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel great. It's like Will-O-Wisp, Timbersaw.
It does feel good when you naturally have those heroes anyway.
Yeah.
I have the DK in that scenario so many times, and I'll tell you, it is frustrating.
So it's the Agnems. That is probably better than Refresher here.
All right, so where's it going? Where's it going?
I don't know. Shaker got the BKB. He went for the Shadow Blade instead. How good is it for Bloodseeker this game? Oh, who knows? We might not even get one because
Viper?
Toby's going to intercept the incoming.
Is it going to be Viper? I think that's pretty good.
I mean, with his positioning, it's going to have to be him.
Viper strike goes through BKB. Don't forget Aegis picked up by the Viper. They're going to go in and catch somebody low. It's going to be that Coddle. He's still sustaining for now. Curl getting ripped apart by the Bloodseeker. Shad hits hard. That's a buyback. Another one of these spread out fights. They do find Aramis. Looks like Miracle grabbed him on the back line. But now Mind Control jumps in. That's his BKB. It's a big Ignis. That finishes off Solari. A buyback there. Both teams dumping a lot of resources into this fight. Shaker does not have one, though. All of the ticks from this Ignis going off as Mind Control blinks back in. Shad does find Miracle. Hits him with the bash. BKB on. Boom. Ready to come back in. He has the Ags, but hasn't used it yet. Oh, we also find another kill. That's the Pugna. Now Miracle getting low, but he's going to man up on the Viper. He finds the Aegis. But now Toby's back in. That's the end of Miracle. He'll buy back into the fray. Mind Control goes down. Everyone with a buyback is using it. Solari's already died back. That'll be the end of the Viper. And it is Nigma that overwhelmed them in this fight. But they had to burn more buybacks. DK does have the BKB now on the run. I think Toby is going to live here. Maybe. Pugna going to chase him down. Miracle finds him with the chains, and this is going to be the dead DK. He did just buy back, so we'll call it a dieback on the Dragon. Did Nigma actually just win this game, Trent?
I think so, but I thought that about 40 minutes ago, so I'm not going to cross anything off quite yet.
Look at that recap, dude. That was 6 buybacks, 7 buybacks with the Viper that just came out.
Miracle had 16 Sleight of Fists.
Radiant's
4
middle
chakras
barracks.
from our Coddle.
Radiant's middle barracks.
That's the mid lane of Barracks. Mega is on the way. There is a glyph. It's a 2v5. No Aegis.
Radiant's top
Viper
tower
needs to make
is
a
under
god
attack.
tier play.
Radiant's top tower
Care
has
Kit
fallen.
trying to save the tier 4s.
They have a hidden cheese in the fountain as well.
Radiant's top barracks has
I think
fallen.
just accepting
Radiant's
that
top
Megas are
barracks
imminent.
has fallen.
And Nigma, they want out. They want to end this. Repair Kit's working as hard as they can, but they're not strong enough against the Pugna.
Radiant's middle tower is
Now
under
the
attack.
Shaker's up, though. There is a dunk.
Radiant's
There's the
top
final
barracks are
glyph.
fortified.
Creeps get cleared out. They're quiet before the storm.
Yeah, just got to stay strong. He's the big healer. Keep the targets up.
Tanking the towers. Viper starting to repel the Queen of Pain. First tier 4 about to go
Radiant's
down.
middle tower has fallen.
Viking doing a good job buying time. They are starting to hold, but now that tier 4 falls, Bloodseeker in trouble. MC jumps back in to kill Aramis. This time he's got the buyback. We need a dunk. That's the only hope here. Bloodseeker stunned up in the BKB. There's a dunk, but there's just no follow-up. They can't do it, Trent. There's no way. Nigma ripping through them right now, but starting to back up just a little bit. A buyback from the Bloodseeker did come through. Just a throne remaining. Viper has that cheese, but now hexed up, 4-staff back, eats it.
So that's Satanic.
Might still be able to regen up. It's a lot of damage. Does Satanic onto the creeps. Nigma still lingering around.
They're actually leaving.
And Shad's gonna catch one. Maybe even more. Blood right. Silence onto the Emperor Spirit.
Come on, sprites.
And so at least give them a window to try and get some neutral items.
I think they're gonna stabilize here. Nigma position. If they want to go back in onto Solari, and they will. Mind Control blinks forward. Lotus Orb. Another Blood right. Getting ridiculous here. Viking
Miracle's almost level
back
30.
against the wall.
Boom
has the
in on
rapier.
32.
Or Rapier queued up.
Yeah, and well, speaking of rapier, Miracle has one.
All right.
So has the Sleight of Fist charges, has the Coddle. He's ready for the big damage. Oh, well, there's another one. Oh yeah, they're all coming out now, baby.
I mean, dude, this is crazy though. Look at the net worth. Viper is still way ahead of everyone else.
Look at that damage, though.
Agson. Ready to come in onto the Viper. Does still have the BKB.
Oh, that hit.
Playing this so cautiously. BKB from Toby now. Nigma continuing to pressure. Sonic Wave finds Boom. Toby also goes down, and that's going to be the end.
The slices from Miracle are too much. He's just abyssling and hitting them for the big, huge crits.
GG. Yeah, Bloodseeker's Rapier, and not nearly as scary as the Ember Spirit. There are some heroes that are just S tier when it comes to Rapier, and Miracle happened to be playing.
Look at the win
that
probability. It went to 50-50 and spiked right back down. 30 minutes of comeback just completely ended by Nigma.